Hi, this is Ms. Liz again. This is part 2 of my makeup video. This is for the contouring and highlighting that I do on my face if you have an oval round face like I do. What I use is a Michael Marcus. Let's see if you can see it right there. And it comes with a brush when I purchased it from Michael Marcus. It's a great brush, very soft, straight edged, as you can see. This wheel is amazing. One of the best things that I like to work with. It comes with medium to dark tones. For myself, I like to make my colors a little darker, contour it much more pronounced for the pictures that I take. Basically, I take the most darkest of the wheel, and I like to use my hands more than the brush, and I just do my contours, and I start first with my cheeks, and you just do a fishy mouth face to figure it out. So here it is. And I figure out where it is where my mouth comes in, and I try not to go too deeply into it. I don't want to pronounce my natural smile lines, because in the pictures it looks really wrinkly if you do. So I widen it out over the cheekbone to bring in my face and pronounce my cheekbone area here and my cheeks. Almost like a triangle and almost like an Indian line. When I used to dress up as an Indian, this is how I would do it. Just wipe it on. You can lighten it up by rubbing it more. I like to wear a lot of makeup. For work, I would wear a couple layers less. So I come in under my face to chisel all around here with the same darkness onto your finger. And just start at your cheekbone by the ear and work it in. Don't worry if it's dark, we're not done yet. It's all gonna be blended out. I like to bring it a little higher up on my chin area. Don't worry if you go a little bit too high on one end of your cheekbone. Just use your clean finger and take it out. Trying to even out, making sure that I have the same length. And thinness as the other one. Again, just use your clean finger. Keep some napkins handy to clean your finger out. So then I use another clean finger and get a lighter. I get the lightest from my color wheel, and I just put it all over this area. I want my cheek to jump out at you if you see me, most importantly in pictures. I have this wrinkly area here that comes down my face. That's natural. That's just how the women in my family look. Same thing with the bubbly under my eye. A great trick is we always think we need to put a lighter color under this area to cover up our darker circles. The key is to use a natural matching color to your foundation to that area. So I'm using this beigey color, which matches my skin. This will even out my skin tone. If I don't sleep well or just am sick, as I have been, it blends it out more. You don't see the difference between the two too much, as you would if you used the lighter concealer. Okay, I like to come in and do my nose area. That's how I chisel my nose, is you put the lightest one here, put my finger in the round one, put the lightest color here, And I just go down my nose. Don't forget the tip and the bottom of it. And then I go across. Into like a V. I'm going to come in with a darker color, the dark color here in a V. It helps chisel your brow. So here's the darker color that I use for the rest of me to conceal, not conceal, but to contour. I do a V with my finger. Again, the brush comes with the kit. I believe it was Shop at HQ is where I got it. That's where I get my foundation as well. I'm a single mama, so it's hard for me to get good makeup at full price, as you would in Sephora and other great makeup places. Shop HQ sometimes puts these great makeup, which I love. Michael Marcus, of course. I love his makeup line, and puts them in value payments where I pay $10 a month for 3 or 4 months for makeup that will last me for at least 6 months. And you see how much I wear makeup. I do photo shoots and I really pile it on. So you see the highlights with the lighting that I have. I'm sorry, I don't have a professional light behind me or anything, but I think you could see the shininess of the whites. You could see the V from the contouring, as you can see down here as well. And again, that dark color is my favorite. Load it up on my finger, and I just come across. I'm trying to make my nose is wide, and I'm trying to, so you don't see all this area here in my pictures, and to just chisel it a little bit more, I just come in and stripe it down. I pat it in the inside of my eye. Doesn't have to be perfect, just even. Make sure you fill it in on the same way on the other side. When you're using contour, color wheel, contour wheel like this, make sure it's a makeup line that will fill in your pores and work with your skin. Again, I have a very oily skin, so this may not work for you, and then again, it might work for you. And I try to make the highlighting line in the middle of my nose smaller. Right now it's a little bit thick. If you go over, just wipe it off. Okay, now the brush is when it comes in handy now. To even out the coloring and the transition between my face, my skin here, and where the nose ends and begins, I chisel it out with the makeup brush. Just come around. Make sure, see down here on your nose, don't forget it. Make sure you covered it with the concealer so you're evened out. And I keep this middle area light. Again, I come in and chisel it out. I also like to put a highlighting down the middle of my Cupid's lip area. And again here where my chin parts. Could barely see it, but it's there. And for the final contouring is for the rest of the areas that I didn't cover with my color wheel. I like to use a dark definition. It's supposed to be a powder. This is from Skin as well, from Shop HQ. I think I pay like $4 a month for 3 months or 4 months. And I put some, it's a powder, very dark powder. I put some on the actual cover where this comes from, and then I use my foundation concealer brush and I rub it in to my brush so I don't have so much loose powder. And I go in. The last thing you need is just a line down your face. So I go in and in circular motions, start rubbing this color in to the rest of my neck. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just don't go too high because you still want the detailed definition on the top. But at least come all the way to the back of your neck. So the last thing you want to see, it looks like a face mask. And for the final, which I was using the mirror for,